So food's already going down, so if I can once again move food down, that would be a good thing for me. Yeah, we'll try to move food down with this one. Muffled cries are heard at night in the lands around the monastery of Lorraine, scaring the locals. The people of the nearby Urch village are organizing vigilante patrols to investigate, but untrained, weapon-wielding people roaming at night might cause many accidents. Do we ban the self-proclaimed patrols in the lands around Lorraine? Nay is what I need to do. I'm gonna say nay. Why is it so costly? Why is it so costly? Nay. The sounds of muffled cries is drowned out by the rowdy vigilantes. Many fall victim to the unwanted attentions of this unruly rabble. Village idiots, foreigners with unusual clothes, weird old ladies living in solitude, and other people whose only guilt was being different get mocked, harassed, beat up, or worse. Over time, the Natarian Vigilantes successfully expanded into a proper guild. Despite its successes, it does offer some comfort to the population. So ironically, it kind of worked out. Now, let's move one upwards. Yes, this is the same. Okay, so this is fine. So it's moving down, which I need. So this is fine. We do not order an investigation into their alleged crimes, which is different, once again, which is good. Even if some of these crimes are not committed by the Asherers, it is certain most of them are really guilty. There's no need to investigate a few fringe cases. This is Argan's opinion, at least. Yes. Some mosaics discovered at Chalice Peak could help our scholars better understand the cult of Sand Priestesses. Yes, it's just the same. Oh, man. Literally, none of these are good options for me. Voting I actually kind of screws me over a little bit more, I think. But this abdicates the king anyway. So I'll vote I, and we'll just see what happens. The Librarian Chancellor's proposal is approved despite the high cost of the endeavor and the lamentations of the Holy Attendant. Some think we're desecrating a holy place, but relocating the mosaics will help. Okay, so we did do that one. Yeah, okay, so he abdicates. Well, at least I'm getting achievements. Got weak leaderships. Have the king abdicate in 3 turns or less. Okay, so if reign lasts for 3 dilemmas or less, you won't be getting any rewards. You'll also keep this. Okay, so there's good reason to not do it fast, basically. I do have 1 in progress still, so it's not all bad. So I don't keep any money either. Wave of violence. This is just the same. Yeah, this is the same. So this is where we get to choose defenders or not. And this one, yeah, this one is the one I want to do regardless. So I'm going to do this one for sure. I say aye. We arrest all Ashers involved in acts of violence. The city guard of Vandus is authorized to arrest any Asher found in a suspicious situation at their discretion. Soon enough, our prisons are clogged and conditions become inhumane. Our dungeons were not ready for such a large number of prisoners. The poor hygiene conditions and lack of food cause disease to spread rapidly, and many die. Prisons are filled to the brim with Asher, and many suspect most of them were arrested just for bearing the gray mark. The librarian chancellor says it's unfair that some are detained as criminals just for being forced to eat ash bread to survive or reacting to constant abuse. But with fewer Ashers on the streets, violent clashes decrease. Exploiting the large numbers and the controlled environment, scholars begin to study the Asher's condition. It is discovered that they are plagued by bloody nightmares. Most strangely, though, scholars observe that the violent events in their dreams often come true, possibly explaining their violent tendencies. They were merely anticipating violence with violence. So money. Yeah, money or lower morale. Yeah, this is the one we go with. We'll go with this one. Chalice in the Desert. Yeah, the golden map. Do we collect only the golden map and leave the treasure behind? No, I'm gonna say nay on this one. Well, I think I said nay on this one before. Yeah, this one we did before, I believe. Yes. I'm pretty sure we did that one before anyway, yeah. Yeah, that one we would have read then. We did read the golden map. And we'll take the opposite direction we did last time. So I need to bring morale down. Yeah, we'll focus on getting just morale down. Do I have one for diplomacy? I do have one for diplomacy. Let's see here. Oh no, I don't have one just for diplomacy. Not diplomacy, knowledge. I do have one for each of these though, and that might be beneficial. An honorable alliance. I think I read this one. Yes, I have, I believe. Yeah. So I works and benefit to me, so I'm gonna say we denounce the fake memoir of the Saint Daughter. Despite its beneficial effects, the memoir is fake and must be denounced as such. The book immediately becomes unpopular and scorned, as it mystifies Lyra's true history. The decision to ban the fake memoir attributed to Lyra reinforced our belief in truth and science, dissuading the fabrication of further forgeries. Good for us. Good for us. Vandus. Yes. The first judge reports that Agla, a charitable priestess from Vandus, is hiding a criminal Asher in the local temple of the Mother. Some demand that we punish her for assisting criminals, fearing this could set a dangerous precedent, but she claims that the cult's rights to grant asylum is sacred. We punish Agla, the charitable priestess. I'm gonna need to say aye to this one, because it helps me out a lot. Aye. Agla, hit a criminal. Asher or not. She's condemned to join him in the dungeon of Vandus, where she will be able to assist them for the rest of their lives. Man, that's very sad, actually. See, this is going down a sadder path. The cult feels that their rights to grant asylum has been violated. Other kingdoms lament our violation of the mother's prerogatives too. Fuck the mother and her cult. Castle's library, let's go here. Two possible paths. So the path I'm gonna take is path B this time, which looks like it'll take me to some kind of amoeba in the mountains. So we'll go route B. The expedition will proceed on the chosen path. The golden map leads our expedition to a narrow passage across the Nebula Mountains. Despite its tight dimensions, the path is quite safe and the mountain range offers an impressive view. The amazed explorers encounter many outlandish tribes, unusual animals, and exotic plants. That doesn't look like there'd be many plants here, bud, but sure. They trade and learn a lot on their way, and they are bound to bring back many wonderful gifts. Still, as the expeditioners slowly move toward their final destination, they wonder if this is where the golden map was really meant to bring them. Knowledge in that. Here's one for just knowledge. So yes, I will do this one for just knowledge. Our scholars sent us a transcription of an ancient text engraven on a wall at the peak. Mother waged war against Sun Empire. Yes, this is the same. I'm gonna say I on this one because it benefits me a lot. And I don't even need to spend that many shields. Our scholars searched the royal library for more information from before the time of the first king. While they find no further reference to the Sun Empire, the image of a black eclipse that brings powerful societies to ruin is a recurring theme in the ancient chronicles. So now ideally I bring something down, because I would like the king to die so the council can be replaced. So I want to bring morale down. Morale or food down? Maybe I can bring both down. Rumors regarding the divination skills of the Ashers are spreading among the population. Many are frightened by their superhuman power and are reassured that many are imprisoned. But the dungeons are overcrowded and we can't keep arresting them. To solve the issue, the guild mistress suggests we exploit the power of imprisoned Ashers by enslaving them and selling them, but many in the court abhor the idea. Do we enslave the Ashers for their divination skills? I mean, they both benefit me. That one benefits me less. I will indeed vote nay. We do not enslave them. Foreigners can be enslaved, but good, honest, and kissed citizens, nah, you only get thrown in prison. Only prison for you. The council concludes that releasing criminals with divinating powers doesn't seem like a smart idea. The city guards are instructed to be more cautious when choosing whom to arrest, Asher or not, but for the rest, the situation remains unchanged. Many innocent Ashers remain imprisoned in the overcrowded dungeons, and those who live free are feared and discriminated against by the rest of the population. With most of the Ashers imprisoned, our dungeons are constantly overcrowded. Sudden epidemics routinely plague the prisons, killing many guards and prisoners alike. The Precognition Rebellions. With the true and natural properties of Ashbread now publicly known, people are even more scared and distrustful of the Ashers. The social stigma of the gray mark persists, but many Ashers have simply accepted their fate and try to stay out of trouble and get on with their lives. Others refuse to passively resign and occasionally react to the violence against them, or even anticipate it with violence of their own, often assaulting the most influential figures of the kingdom. Whenever one of them is caught committing crimes, they're imprisoned. Whenever one of them is caught, I bit my cheek there and it completely threw me off. Whenever one of them is caught committing crimes, they're imprisoned. But as their ability with their divination skills increases, delivering these criminals to justice becomes more and more difficult. That would be pretty difficult, actually. Because you're trying to arrest people that can see the future, kind of. Right? And that right there would be pretty difficult, first off. But also, like, that would just lead to all sorts of issues, right? I mean, this is really the only one. Golden map. Yeah, so this one, yeah, the witch. So we need to kill her. Fuck, but I need to say I. But I need to say I think I need to say I. Saying nay benefits me. But I might need to say I for my thing, but I can't do it now. Okay, whatever. We'll say nay. We will not spend our precious resources just because of rumors and superstition. However, some superstitious fanatics accuse the council of simply being afraid of the witch, and they assemble a group to address the situation on their own terms. Because of our inaction, a band of religious zealots proclaiming themselves the Truth Keepers start roaming the Hedgehog Woods with pitchforks and torches, looking for the alleged witch. Rumors about her ability to bend the laws of nature are becoming more common, enraging the zealots in their brutal search. The Truth Keepers believe that the locals are hiding something, and they are determined to make them talk. During the following months, they frequently abuse the local people to the point where they become more feared than the witch herself. Okay, see, the king needs to die. So I don't know if I technically failed in my narrative goal then. Well, in my secondary goals, I guess. I don't know if these ones... See, I don't know. I don't know if because of that I can't do that anymore. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Obviously, we're not gonna know. This one works for me either way. Strange horned sheep from the Nebula Mountains make the softest wool. It can be used to create insulated garments that can keep you warm even in the coldest winters. We could try to import the livestock and breed them on our own, but the transportation costs would be huge. Do we import the horned sheep for their soft wool? Well, nay, fuck. See, once again, nay is what I'd want out of this. I don't have enough resources, though. This is gonna fuck me over, isn't it? A lot of money is spent to buy and transport the horned sheep back to Ankist. Most of the animals suffer and die while traversing the Ivory Desert, but the few that survive provide enough wool to make our winters less cold. Clothes made from horned sheep will become extremely fashionable, with the positive side effects of decreasing the number of freezing deaths during winter. Damn. Okay, no, this is still fine. This is still fine. I still got what I needed, and that was the bonus. And the king died, so it all worked out, because now I get new council members. Yay! See, I could use more money. I kind of want to keep my crowns going, though. Yeah, I think we'll go moderate. I think we'll go moderate for this one. Warning beacon tower. Build a ditch. Oh boy. I mean, a warning beacon tower would be good, and it would give me some bonus muns. Now go for the bonus muns. Will there be any more that will also give me bonus muns? I mean, building a ditch would, as would underground tunnels. Yeah, we'll build a ditch. We'll build a ditch. I want more monies just from having the king go away. Okay, this seems like a good balance of people. Okay, let's do stuff with the Truth Keepers. I want to see if this still leads to the witch being a thing. The Truth Keepers burned many fields in northern Durlac because of their suspiciously colored grain. The fires are now spreading to Tyrol. The Zealots claim that the wheat was corrupted by evil and had to be destroyed, but many farmers have completely lost their crops and beg for help. Do you compensate the farmers affected by the devastated fields? I mean, if I say nay, then... Well, I mean, there's good reason to technically say either of these. I'm gonna say aye for this one. But nay technically benefits... I mean, technically they both benefit me. Nay. Nay, we do not compensate the farmers. The farmers should have defended their fields better. We can't waste the kingdom's resources on their ineptitude. Without our help, many are forced to abandon their burned lands and become beggars. Once again, probably causing more overpopulation or prison overpopulation issues. A city guard is found dead in Hogford while in possession of a book titled The Dark Light of the Ninth Daughter, allegedly killed by a group of Truth Keepers. It is known they think the book is heretical, but they claim the guard was already dead when they found him. Do we punish the Truth Keeper fanatics? I believe so. Aye, we do. We do punish the fanatics. Truth Keepers have caused fear and havoc throughout the kingdom for months, so their claims of innocence are difficult to believe. The culprits of this heinous crime are summarily executed as an example to all. Fanaticism can't take the place of the king's law. We punish the Truth Keepers, and we stood up for the ability to think differently, and intellectual curiosity is booming. Alrighty. Ruthless containment. Yeah, we'll have a look at the Honorable Alliance one. Yes, this is just the same one. I mean, this one, it benefits me to say I kind of. It kind of benefits me either way. I think saying I technically benefits me the most, because then I can keep my shields for when it really, really matters. With the help of the Inkali, who are more than willing to teach with them, this is just the same. This is just the same. Yeah, if I want to be a trader, that's true. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Union of Civilizations. Ruthless Containment. Yeah, let's go do Ruthless Containment. The rector tells us that Fwam, a scholar from Solad, has been conducting dreadful experiments on criminal ashers during their detention. He's been found guilty of torture and he's about to be executed. Since he's the most brilliant medical mind of our time, some say we should commute his sentence to life in prison for the sake of knowledge. Do we spare Fwam's life even after his dreadful experiments? I mean, it's happened before. Oh, literally nothing here is good. Well, I'll say nay then, because I don't really get a benefit. Oh, wait, shoot. Shoot, he's gonna abdicate. I'm gonna, shoot. I wasn't paying attention to the scale. I should have been. I mean, either way, it wouldn't have mattered, really. He would have abdicated regardless. Damn it, though. Fwam is executed by having his throat precisely cut with the same medical scalpel he used to vivisect many ashers. Only the king and the council will have the power to authorize torture. Yeah, king is abdicated, so I don't get that much out of that, unfortunately. See, I could try to stay as a moderate. I think I'll go down the opportunist route for this one, though. Oh, well, at least I get some money, I guess. And I get progress on that, so... yeah, it's still fine. Meshicolations? Oh, okay, those things. I didn't even realize they had a name. Yes, we'll do this. So that'll take one turn. Do I have any in progress? I do. So they're my enemies now. But I guess that's just to be expected. I could have at least a couple allies, but I don't really need them yet. Get allies later, when we need it most. So I need to bring everything down. So strategically, this might be the way to go. This might be the way to go. The way indicated by the golden map is blocked by a monumental gate fortress bridging two mountains. The building is half ruined, but there's no way around it. It is inhabited by a small community called the Gatekeepers, who demand a huge quantity of food to allow us through their gates. The High Commander says that the only alternative is to go through by force. We must proceed at all costs. Do we pay the Gatekeepers to pass through the fortress? I mean, I is really my only real option here is I. After some bargaining, a deal is closed. In exchange for a regular supply of food, we'll have perpetual rights of accommodation and free passage. Inside, we find a hall decorated with a large golden sun, seemingly ancient. The Gatekeepers know little about it. They say the ruins belong to an ancient empire, defeated ages ago by a dark force. Our scholars think it might be an ancient Sun Empire outpost. Establishing a close relationship with the Gatekeepers helped us control the trade with the tribes of the Nebula Mountains. Okay, so we still get the temple. After all the trials and tribulations of a journey, the expedition reaches a deep jungle. Okay, so yeah, so it's just the same thing. Yeah, just the same thing. So we can skip through this. This stream seems like it's gonna go a little bit faster in general, which is most interesting. So I need to bring knowledge down. 'Cause, 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 Need to bring knowledge down. I need to bring like a good few things down. I need to bring down money, defense, and morale. A thief who calls his this is Magpie. Yeah. Last time we said I. Once again, that's costing me 3 shields. See, so I'm guessing the reason. So this is just my guess. Well, okay, well, this one actually makes sense. They're all voting I when I want to vote nay. Do I pay one of them off? I think I do. Yeah, I'll pay one of them off because it'll make it a lot cheaper. So, nay, we do not surrender to the blackmail. Not this time. We sternly reject Magpie's blackmail, so she divulges the letter. Its contents is indeed damning, as the king expresses doubts about the divinity of the mother. He quotes the historian Harrod's controversial interpretation that she was the ruler of a long-forgotten empire. We do our best to deny its authenticity, but many question the legitimacy of an unbelieving ruler. The diffusion of the theory claiming that the mother was merely the empress of an ancient empire with a matrilineal lineage is strongly debated by our scholars. So I need to bring down... So I kind of need to bring food up by 1. Or bring... While bringing both money and knowledge down. I don't see any food, though. Once again, food seems to be a bit of a hard one to use. Because if I want to get the bonus, I'm gonna need to bring both food and both money and knowledge down. But I also need to see, this is a toughie. I might be able to bring morale and defense up once. Yeah, let's go ahead and move knowledge. Do we limit intercultural marriages? It's not gonna help me though. This doesn't help me at all. In fact, I think it actually damages me. I'm gonna vote nay, even though this is kind of the opposite of what I want to do. That's kind of very much the opposite of what I actually want, but I need it to happen. And see, I kind of should keep the council around too, is the thing. Let's try this one. Enthused by unsubstantiated rumors blown out of proportion, which claims that more golden cities. Yeah, so this is the other one that we've gotten before. Do we launch another one? No, I is the one I need to do. I mean, technically, they're both still good for me, but I'm gonna do I, because I think it's different. I don't remember, actually. Oh, no, I think we did do this one before. Yeah, we did. Yeah, the March of Fools. See, I can't just bring knowledge down, though. I need to bring money up and knowledge down. The Chronicles of the Kingdom of Enkal have always been transmitted orally, but they go back a long time. So this is the one where they ask us to write down their chronicles. To which I say nay. doesn't help me much, to be fair. We can't waste the time of our most brilliant minds on such a humongous task of mostly academic interest. We don't forbid scholars from delving into the topic if they wish, but we don't allocate resources to fund the endeavor. Either. Despite this, some partial transcriptions are produced by a few enthusiastic erudites. From the Chronicles of Thurn the Indestructible. Freedom is never granted. Ulrich died for it, and Thurn knew that one day, together with his heirs, he would be forced to defend it again. During the following decade of apparent peace, he never stopped preparing for war, and he forged his children into steel. His daughter, Ellerton, the Winter Fox, became his best general thanks to her skill and intelligence, and when a new menace came to enslave the North, they were ready. The new enemy was called Omad, and with him came the 8 bloodless shades. Yeah, I didn't get nearly as much out of that as I would have liked. I mean, well, okay, so that's kind of a lie. I only missed out on, like, the bonus. I missed out on 1 plus the bonus, which isn't really that bad. And I think with this council, it's going relatively okay. But I do need more... I need a lot more white crowns, though. So I think I'll do moderate. Yeah, because I can't buy anything with the black crowns I have. So although not... Well, I guess that is a waste since there's no preparation at all. And I should build the food pantry, I guess. Next time. I need to start working on things that get me crowns. So what's this one then? Renovation plans. This one gets me crowns. So maybe I save up for the renovation plan. We'll have to see. This should be fine. So to try to keep things in moderation. So if I'm gonna do that, sinful trade. We do a sinful trade. Among the many goods imported by Confertan traders, the most controversial is an exotic book entitled 1,000 Blisses. In addition to revelations about Confertan society, it describes certain ritualistic movements believed to maximize pleasure during intercourse, which are shocking the foundations of our public morality. Do we ban the erotic book 1,000 Blisses? Aye, we do. We do ban knowledge here. The king's edict instructs the guards to burn all copies of the Lascivious. What? Lascivious? So many words I've never heard in this game. Some citizens are glad that degenerate customs are not allowed to take root in our kingdom, but others regret the loss of an opportunity to know more about the customs of a foreign culture. We're not about foreign cultures here. We're about being moderate and ruining the king's reputation, I guess. Yeah, pass over the clouds. An ancient musical instrument made entirely of glass was discovered in the Nebula Mountains. While studying, you know, I just noticed this. Is the artwork down there kind of like a Lord of the Rings reference? Because isn't there like art or something of this scene that kind of looks a lot like that, where they're going through like the Misty Mountains or something? While studying its outlandish workings, our scholars observe that its sound arouses depression in those who hear it. Oh, the talented musician Ralesi composed a suite inspired by it. A suit? No, I think that's how you spell sweet, right? And wants to perform with the instrument during a public concert to see the effect on a vast scale. Do we allow Ralesi to play the depressing glass instrument? Leaning towards nay. That's more beneficial to me. Nay. Scholars call the musical instrument hydrocrystallophone. It is a marvelous piece of engineering, a series of rotating glass bowls graduated in size that produce sound using friction. Unfortunately, its beautiful ethereal sound plunges the player into an inescapable depression. It would not be wise to play it in front of a huge crowd, and people are happy they're not being used to verify it. So I'm hoping for this round that I make it to the point where the king can die naturally. My goal is to kind of survive and coast along, just kind of hoping that I can survive until the council goes away. I don't want the because I think if you leave the council in play for too long, I don't know for sure, because I don't think they said it, and if they did, I forgot. I think it makes it so it's actually harder, like it costs more for you. Like some of them have more weight, I think, because they've been in there for so long. I think that's why sometimes it's like, well, most of them are voting this way, but it still costs a lot to also vote that way, right? So I think that's kind of why you want the king to die of natural causes. Observant defense. A merchant named Maldrin started smuggling alcohol to our northern mountain outposts. A few brawls have been reported as a result, but the soldiers are happy overall. Our high commander, however, is worried by this lack of discipline. Do we stop the merchants smuggling alcohol to our troops in the north? I is technically more beneficial to me, I believe. Yes, I will say I. No more booze to the troops. We strictly control who the soldiers meet when they are on leave and what they bring back. The influx of alcohol smuggled by unscrupulous merchants is severely cut. As a direct result, the number of violent incidents is also reduced. Golden Temple. So knowledge. So this one could go really either way, and I would be happy for it. Our scholars made a rough interpretation of the inscriptions in the Golden Temple. They reveal a complex ritual that allegedly... Yeah, so this is the one that I actually kind of want to do. So we don't destroy the hellish wisdom. We say nay to this. Because I want to have this actually be good. I want to see if this goes anywhere. While studying the inscriptions about the ritual, our scholars find additional carvings. One depicts 8 counselors apparently exiling a 9th. Oh. Excuse me. Hold on. See, now this is interesting, right? See, this is really interesting. Because this kind of goes with something we found out during the last game. How the magnets that we had were kind of following a chalice. And they're mentioning a chalice here from the 9th counselor, who was a woman who probably ended up being the mother. So the chalice we had was like a kind of holy relic, I guess. That's interesting. Meanwhile, our scholars prepare to test the ritual. Oof. Oh, is gold coming out of his mouth? Is he burning in a pot? Holy shit. A convicted criminal chained within a cauldron is used as a test subject for the strange ritual. The fire is lit under him and exotic components are poured inside. After a seemingly endless amount of screaming, a shimmering flux of liquid gold starts slowly dripping out of the victim's flesh, flowing out of the cauldron through a spout. We can now extract pure gold from human blood. Unfortunately, sacrifices seem inevitable as the ritual requires a lot of blood, and mixing blood from multiple subjects causes it to fail. Alchemists are excited about finally learning how to turn less noble elements into gold, but many believe we've gone too far. This is probably the narrative goal of some, or at least of one of the houses, if I had to guess. Well, that was pretty neat. Grim Fountain of Gold. I can import this. What's the benefit? Oh, because I could probably use it during the uprising. Probably. To make my enemy depressed. But also potentially make my own dudes depressed. I don't want to do that one again. Let's go ahead and do Honorable Alliance Castle Court. Yeah, greatest sculptor, love story. Now, do we grant it? So I kind of want the knowledge to go down, and that kind of benefits me still. So I think I will go this route. Yeah, I want the knowledge to go down. So I'm gonna say nay. We do not grant the marriage statue. Disappointed by our lack of support, Adia goes to the Kashuk Empire, where the rulers are more interested in celebrating the important moments of their history. Many intellectuals and artists follow the money as well and leave us. So we had a brain drain, basically. Our lack of support caused the sculptress Adia to seek better fortunes in a foreign land. Her success in the Kashuk Empire caused many to emulate her. We're losing a lot of promising talent. Yeah, so brain drain. We got brain drained. That's okay. I don't care. I don't care about no brain drain. I want the king to die. And I want to be moderate while I do it. Give a fountain of gold. I mean, yeah, I would like this one now, I think. Depending. An ancient scroll discovered in the Golden Temple hypothesizes that every ounce of gold in the world originated from the dark ritual we discovered. The Guildmaster wants to hide this idea because it may reflect badly on the image of the guilds who always deal in gold. Do we suppress the gold originated from blood theory? Nay. Nay, I believe not. Nay, says I, we do not. We allow the people to learn of this theory and decide for themselves what to believe. Believing that all gold comes from someone else's blood makes many less willing to use it as a medium for trade. That's okay, we can trade in seashells or clamshells or whatever. Just like days of old. Now I kind of want to deal in possibly only one thing, but I can't really do that thing. Yeah, I'm feeling this one. Celestina sent us a sinister message. So yeah, so this is just the same thing, secret immortality. Now, could this technically be a curse? Would this technically be a curse thing for us to do? Because my narrative goal is to curse the king. And in theory, if I were playing this without knowing what happens if you say nay, I'd probably say aye, because I would see this being bad for the king. But that also means I probably should have let him sacrifice the children. I didn't actually think about that before. Mario coming in with the good old re. I will say aye to this one. We welcome Celestina to court. It's a very different thing for us to do. Celestina joins the court. She's always followed by 8 girls, shrouded in mantles and always silent. She is also accompanied by some of her acolytes, the Sisters of the Unending, who seem to be entirely devoted to her. Many in the court fear that Celestina's unholy ways will corrupt the king himself. God damn, that's scary. Once Celestina arrives at court, we become more acquainted with her arts. When the shroud that masks one of her girls accidentally falls off in the council room, she is revealed to be horribly disfigured, like a freshly dead corpse with a large rupture in her torso. Rumors of these hollow maidens spread, but the episode is too horrible to be widely believed, and their true nature remains a secret shared by few. Due to her composed ways and dazzling mind, on the other hand, Celestina proves to be quite a charming and seductive guest. She claims that implementing the ritual won't be an immediate thing. She'll have to spend a lot of time with the king and his closest courtiers. When she gives birth to an illegitimate daughter, many rumors it's the fruit of an affair with the influential dignitary quite close to the king himself. I think I read that really weirdly, but I'm gonna go ahead and just roll with it. Now I would like to bring morale up. But I want to bring morale up without potentially having other bad things happen. So as of right now, we're doing pretty good. Now I think I feel like I failed both of these because I needed to hunt for the witch myself in the forest. Now maybe that'll change later on, but I feel like I did fail my secondary goals. So you kind of require you kind of need a little bit of knowledge to know what paths to go down for you to get some of your goals done, which is pretty neat. I don't know if any of these would do anything. The Truth Keepers. Encyclopedia Mysteries. Okay then. So I want to bring either, well, see, I want to bring gold up. I want to put my money up if possible, because I want more white crowns. I need more white crowns. So let's try this one. The rector received an anonymous letter marked with a black circle containing an ominous warning. Creatures like the Hollow Maidens already existed in the past, and whoever is accompanied by them, if not stopped, is bound to become the most powerful being in the world. The letter is also recommended we investigate an ancient monastery in Sidlata. Do you send someone to investigate the haunted Sidlatian monastery? Well, neither of these are good. Because the king might die. But I'm gonna lose like another white crown though. It's kind of the only problem with this is I'm losing white crowns. Which I'd rather not. But this might make me lose the bonuses. I'm gonna say nay. The baseless warning of an anonymous letter is not worth the effort of preparing a scholarly mission. If information about these alleged past versions of the Hollow Maidens already exists, we'll surely find them in our trusty royal library. Okay, the king lives. Which is fine. But I need to bring something up. See, I need to bring like... So this one is probably the safest bet for me. I hope. Okay, hold on. Let me see. What in theory is my safest bet? This one in theory. This one in theory is my safest bet. In theory. Yes. Yeah, so this is the one that we want. Okay, so this is actually... Fuck. Damn it. So this one isn't really that good for me, actually. Because this one's bad if the king dies. This one could be arguably okay. Although I'm still getting a lot more black crowns than I'm getting white ones, which is kind of a shame. I'm gonna vote I, and I'm gonna hope for the best. We gently ask the Inkali to refrain from whatever that is, whatever that word is again, their atheistic convictions among our people, just like we learn to respect their rebuttal of the cult of the mother. Fortunately, the Inkali do not really care about our spiritual concerns. We decided to forcefully restrict the freedom of speech of the Inkali. Following our ban, their philosophical ideas will stay in their country. The king was dethroned. I may have still made a mistake. Damn it. Mistakes still may have been made. I mean, in the end, I got my crowns, but the council remains, which is one thing that I'm not really super keen on. They agreed with me a lot in the last rounds, but maybe not as much here. Okay, so let's try to be opulent. I need white crowns. So with that in mind, we'll build a food pantry, because that'll get me white crowns. Yeah, I mean, this I can use black crowns, so this one will do too. We'll get at least some stuff in progress. Yeah, so we have another one added to the council. The boat people, once again, who are my friends, apparently. Precognitive rebellions. Lieutenant Larso of the army has been discovered to secretly be an Asher. He found a way to avoid the gray mark by keeping ashbread consumption at a minimum, but he still retains some divinatory powers and has risen rapidly through the ranks. Many scholars now feel uncomfortable serving under him, and the High Commander recommends he be expelled, but his skills may prove to be useful. Do we dismiss Larso, the Asher soldier? I mean, it's literally a overwhelming support for Nay. Like, literally overwhelming support. So I'll say nay. Because to be fair, we probably should not. Despite the lamentations of our soldiers, we rule that as long as they abide by the law, Ashers can serve in the army and even become officers. The discontent of a few people is well worth the potential advantages of a divinating commanders. Despite suspicion from his subordinates, the seer officer quickly rose through the ranks, sharing his valuable insight with the army. It gave me another new thing. Hire Larso as a high officer. So I need to fund the plaza renovations. I need to go high for both of these. I don't have any single ones I could use. I need to try raising morale. If I can, I need to try to raise all of these. Now we control the Golden Temple with more funds to spend. Organize a festival. Okay, so this one I do also remember. So Nay is the one that I kind of need to do. It will cost me 4. But I could bribe, and as such I shall. I will say nay, we do not invest in army improvements. Yeah, so that's just the same thing as we did last time. So I do need to bring up both food and knowledge. Grim Fountain of Gold. Let's do this one. The alchemist Zosimos may have found a way to refine the process of extracting gold out of blood. It may spare us from performing so many sacrifices, but he needs criminals to test the improvements on. During these tests, no gold would be produced, and the subjects would still die, but the potential future benefits are great. Do we allow Zosimos the alchemist to improve the ritual? I mean, I'm gonna say aye. Yeah, well, it has to be aye. I mean, aye is just the correct course of action. It saves me on shields. And it also moves one up, whereas this one just moves one down. So yeah, aye. We allow him. Terrible screams are heard while Zosimos tests the variation of different parameters on his criminal subjects. However, the results of his study are outstanding, as the efficiency of the ritual is magnified by a factor of 10. Zosimos optimized the blood conversion. We can now produce much more gold from a single person, and fewer sacrifices are necessary. Good God.